position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Utah Utes, Rice-Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Utes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Leaves it with the back. And this home team defense is not rolling out the welcome mat for the visitors. They start their night stuffing the run. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's Allen. Grabbed in the middle, it's Jefferson. At the 45, on his way. Flying down the right side. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's going to take a shot. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up. And you could tell the QB might have been a little too excited, forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
Back to pass, it's Allen. Here's a heat. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. Got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Florida managed to avoid being gator bait by scratching and clawing their way to a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative. Big implications today and a notable result as one team trends upward and the other has some work to do.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. They'll run it to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. All right, guys, let's take a beat here and think about Utah. Safe to say expectations have not been met. When you start a season in the top 5, you expect to contend for a playoff spot. Now they're sitting there unranked. What about just overhauling the whole program if they can't get this thing fixed?
Well, yes, and it's hard, man. It's hard when you start that high and then something happens and it starts to snowball. Momentum is a powerful thing. These are young kids, Jesse, and they got to find a way to swing that momentum.
They've had some tough losses, obviously some key injuries, but they need a win in the worst way possible. They have got to find a way to right the ship.
And it's not panic time yet for this offense, but last week was a really bad performance. This week, starting off a little bit slow, they got to find some form of rhythm. They got to find some way, get a few first downs, get some playmakers involved, because right now they just seem out of sync.
Looking for a man. It's Saunders. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Yeah, and this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities, mission number one, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
The Utes will punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return.
First and 10.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Jefferson. Breaks the tackle. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Cox. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Looking to pass. It's Allen. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. It's broken up and almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 4th down.
That's a big missed opportunity by the defense there, guys. If he's able to make that interception, all of a sudden, their offense is back on the field. But now, because he dropped it, it's still 4th down. And, of course, they're in field goal range.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and now all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take the field?
You're right, man. The momentum swings so fast, and now this defense's job is to go out and stop it, right? Like, we made a mistake. You huddle the guys up, sudden change. Be aware they might take a shot down the field, but let's grab the momentum right back.
Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here comes the rush, and they've got... wrapped up at the 28.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. And early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
And the Utes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To throw, it's Allen. Makes the grab, it's Andrews. There he goes! And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Love the route there by the tight end in man-to-man coverage. He's able to separate from the defender, and then once he has the ball, he's able to rip through the tackle and go get more yards.
The Utes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Run it with the fullback. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
I'll tell you what, fullbacks are kind of dying breeds. You just don't use them very much. So when you bring them in the game, a lot of times you bring them in the game to be physical and stout blockers, and then occasionally you give them the ball in those short yardage situations. You say, go get me a first down, big fella.
And the Utes are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
They're dealing with a second and long. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jones. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Dropping back, it's Allen. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The Utes will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They punt it away on fourth down. Wants to return it. And he'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line.
Offense will take over. First and 10.
Here comes the Texas offense. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Running back searching for a hole. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Setting up for a first and 10 from the 26. Snap it to the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. But with the ISO play, you'd think they'd get a good running start to get that block, but boy, I tell you what, they took care of business there, the defense did.
Took care of business. You see the pulling guard come around, and the defense is not full, attacking downhill. Nobody's getting knocked off the football, and the defense is not allowing them to run the football right up the gut on them.
Looking to throw, it's Allen. Pulls it in, it's Jefferson. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
This is why Risackle is one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your third down conversion in the midst of this. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. Fighting off the defender. And the spin move bought him a little time, just not a lot of yardage.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
And the Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Caught in the backfield, it's Terry. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football.
Converts on 4th down, still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a 4th down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. 4th down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over him.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that mattered with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Allen. Steps away to find some room. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
Give a lot of credit to the defense on this one. They were able to generate a pass rush, force the quarterback to move off of his spot, and that definitely affected his accuracy. That's a big reason why that throw was incomplete.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. No good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man, it's Murray. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Allen. Keeps looking downfield. That's caught, it's Jones. And the Utes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to keep it in the air. Grab near the marker, it's Murray. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face and they make things hard, you want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Quarterback has to have command in those situations. You cannot afford a penalty like that deep in your own territory. It's 4th and 15, but the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Back to pass, it's Allen. Shoots it to the left. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Utah!
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7.
Fellas, you'd be hard-pressed to find a better rivalry than Florida State-Miami. So many classic games over the years, and here's an update from this year's edition. Miami had a dominant win, the kind the folks in South Florida were used to in 2001, when Ken Dorsey, Clinton Portis, and Jeremy Shockey led the Canes to a national title. Talk about a special team. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Buys a little time with his feet. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the 1st down.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
To the air on 1st down. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Texas! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Arizona State dazzled in just about every phase of the game. And for a program that's turned out elite quarterbacks from Jake Plummer to Brock Osweiler, I think we may have seen the next great one emerge. All that speculation all week, and now we know But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Allen. Quarterback now breaking the field. With the catch, it's Smith. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. Unloads it left. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He'll try to take it back.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll start this drive from the 42. Right down the middle. He's got the tight end. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air, it's Allen. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover. You get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Looking deep. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Utah, 7.
The Longhorns will kick it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
Take over. 1st and 10.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
In the second half, trailing the way they are, they know they're going to have to be able to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your quarterback standing upright. Give the defense tons of credit getting that sack on 3rd down.
The Utes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air, it's Allen. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close focus on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Fires to the wideout. And here's the third interception of the night. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but what an opportunity here from the 23-yard line.
That's a bit of a gut punch if you're the offense, because you went in at halftime, you made your adjustments, you're feeling good about your game plan coming here in the second half, and right away you throw an interception to the defense.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They've done a lot of good things, building a nice lead, but they did fumble the ball away on their last possession. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
The noise level is relentless here on second down. Wants to go up top. Right on the money. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Dropping back, it's Allen. Dances away to buy time. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard, 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
Bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. And the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Fullback's got it. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Well, this defense has to know that this fullback, he's not just a blocker. He's a guy that can carry the football as well. He went ahead and got that first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Still looking, on the move. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time. Third play of the drive, they get a sack. They're staying aggressive, and they're getting after this quarterback.
And the Utes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And how about that back-to-back sacks? You want 2 sacks in a game. That's a great game. He is flying around, getting to that quarterback and getting him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Off play action. He fires to the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a 1st down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the 1st half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Looking downfield, it's Allen. Got it in the middle, it's Lockett. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
They're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Texas! That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Give to the big fullback. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
Gets rid of it. It falls incomplete, and we'll change ends of the field to get things started back up. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So we open the final period with a third down play. Looking downfield, it's Allen. Grab near the marker, it's Smith. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game, so maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Finds his man. It's Andrews. Turning on the Jets. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
The Utes are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1.
I give the tight end a lot of credit for holding on to the football. I know he's a big guy, but he just got whacked.
And the Utes trying to cash it in on first and goal. Takes a snap, wants to throw. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. After getting knocked back, it's second and goal from the 4. Scanning the field, it's Allen. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Utes! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
On to attempt to try. And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, the clock has hit zeros. Here's a look at the big moment from that battle in the Pac-12. Syracuse is going to walk off the field there inside the dome with a much-needed victory. They had this one circled on the calendars for some time, and regardless the score, that W has to feel good. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake up the Pac-12 standings.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Allen. Grab near the sticks, it's Terry. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And I think this is where coaches really earn their money late in games, right? It's in the fourth quarter. You got the lead. Do you want to stay conservative and run the football? Because I see the defenses, they start to get aggressive, and so sometimes you can take the other hand and take advantage of it.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The play action fake. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Moving out of the pocket. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Off the play fake. He's got him this time. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find it.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
The Utes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Allen. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Just couldn't quite hook up on that last pass play. Now it's 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Despite coming up short on the previous 2 4th down attempts, this offense will try it here again. winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job of this team being ready, getting the W.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Charcoal! Hot go! Ready! 180! Military stunt! 180! Ready! Hot 180! 22, water! Hot! Set, ready! Hot! Base 27, jump! Set hot!
One play at a time.
Let's go! 180 up! Here we go! Ready, go!
We got plenty of
Charcoal! Set up! Banner! Set! Banner! Cooler! Ready!
They ain't ready for us.
Come on, set, go! 22, water! Hot go! Down! What is? Here we go! 180!
Woo!
Drum! Hot 180!
You ain't got no feet.
Trick 9, beat! Hot!
That it?
Set! Hot! Base 27, jump! Set hot! Here we go! 180 hot! Let's go! Ready, go!
Bring it!
Set, ready! Brass! Set up! Here we go! Set!
Can't be denied.
Set hot! 180!
Ooh, Lord have mercy.
Fly trumpet! Ready?
I'm only gonna be out of the
Form! Set, go! Ready! Hot, go! Let's go! Let's... Hold on! Here we go! Here we go! Set on! Come on, set! 180 up! Down! Ready, go! Trick 9 feet! Trick... Set up!
It's over.
Brass! Set! Fly, trumpet! 180! Here we go, here we go! Ready? Set! Set, go! Here we go! Hunt, go! Let's go! Let's go! 180! Set! Ready! 180!
Run it right down their throat.
Flag! Flag! Hunt 180!
The greatest show on earth.
Here we go! Set! Hunt on!
That's all you got?
Form! Form! Hunt on!
Don't worry about it, baby. I ain't worried about
Set
it.
hunt! Set on! Ready! 180 up! Military stump! Ready, go!